It's Cassie talking today about whether you should schedule your lives. So, I had some mixed thoughts about this, and it's really interesting that the way that I've always taught live streaming and actually done live streaming myself, I very much would have scheduled and recommended scheduling because obviously you want as many people to find you as possible. However, what I would say is that you actually, there's a different way. And this is what in this 30-day Find Your Flow challenge, finding your flow is part of that is trusting yourself. And I don't know about you, it's August now, it's the summer holidays. My kids have left home now, but for many years I was a single mum working around the kids, juggling, especially, in the summer holidays when the kids are off school. And it can be really, really hard. But the most important thing when you're building your personal brand, when you're building momentum in your business, your marketing and sales, is that you're showing up consistently. And here's the other thing that's really made a massive difference to my business is that I believe in the deepest part of my soul that the people who are meant to hear my message will find me. And I know that. I know that because I believe it, but I also know it because I've seen the evidence. And when I look at where my clients have come from in my business, where my clients come from in their business, I've seen this over and over and over again where literally clients and opportunities are coming out of the blue. And actually I've added that tagline to my aligned marketing program, which is where I show you how to create clients out of the blue. And literally, when you trust that the people that need to hear your message will find you, it takes away a lot of that pressure and the need to show up in a particular way. So I'm in a situation at the moment where my son, who lives abroad, he lives in the States, is visiting me for 3 weeks. And I haven't seen him since Christmas. We only get together twice a year, which is lovely. And so I had this sort of, chatter in my mind of, well, my son's coming for 3 weeks. I want to spend that time with him. And we're going to do some amazing things, we always have a lot of fun together. But the other part of my mind was saying, well, what about your business? You can't just stop working for the whole of August. And maybe that's a goal or an aspiration. I saw someone posting about the fact they don't work in August. Um, but then I realised I can do both. I can do both. So long as I take that pressure off myself to have to show up at a particular time. And I know when I've run my live stream challenges before in my group, I've always set a time. People say, what time are you going to be live? Where are you going to be? What time is it going to be? And people want that certainty. But actually, it's okay to go with what works for you. And when you are a mum, when you're a parent and you're juggling business and family, and maybe other things as well, you've got to show up when you can. And if that means not scheduling lives, if that means being spontaneous, then that's what you need to do. Because if you believe, like I do, that the right people will find you, the right people will hear your message, the right clients will be attracted to you, that takes so much pressure off. And what you can do, my son is still sleeping at the moment, so I'm here. I get up early and take the dog out and do some work while he's sleeping. And then when he's awake, we begin our day and we do fun. And I've always done that actually with the kids when they were on holiday. Especially, if you've got teenagers, they don't tend to get up very early in the morning. And of course, you might have other things to do. Sorry, my phone's ringing. But there's always a way. You can always find a few minutes to hop on, to keep building your brand, to work on your business, to sorry, I should put my phone on plane mode. But to do what you need to do. And this is where, if you're following intuition, you can show up in a really deeply magnetic way without feeling guilty, without compromising time with your kids, without needing to worry. You can find that balance. So once I had that realization, it was amazing. I just had this feeling of, yeah, I can run this challenge. I can build momentum back in my business with my new brand and have an amazing time with my son, quality time. And neither thing has to suffer. I can do both, and you can do both too, and you can make it work. So if that resonates with you, come and join me on this challenge. It's a 30-day live stream challenge. I'm doing this to build momentum in my marketing sales and to build my new brand. And this is something I decided to do. And I thought, well, I'll invite other people to come with me. And a number of people have actually already signed up. Some are getting started today. You can start whenever you like. That's the beauty of this. This is the rule. I should have called it the rule breaking challenge. There are no rules. You do what you can when you can. I'm holding the energy for this group, so I will guide and support. And using, so what I'm going to do today in the group, I'm going to do an energy activation to help you to tap into your intuition. Because then, again, that takes away that pressure of, I need a content plan, what am I going to say? So you need a framework, but we don't need to be tied into this very masculine, structured way of doing things. What we can do is we can move more on the feminine. We can work with what we've got. We can flow. We can fit around our kids, and we can be happy and joyous. And let me give you a couple of questions to ask yourself, so you can take this and apply this in your business. I want you to ask yourself, when you're thinking about two things. So the first thing is, if you think 30 days is a long time, I want you to think about how long are you going to spend growing your business. 30 days is going to be a drop in the ocean. I mean, I've been working my business, well, if you look at my old business and my new business, probably 12 years now. So 30 days is not a long time if you look at it like that, from that perspective. The other thing I want you to ask yourself is, when you're making these decisions about when you should show up, how should you show up, I want you to ask yourself, and hi, if you're watching live, I can see people coming on, and drop your name in the comments. I'd love to know who's here. I want you to ask yourself, does this feel light or heavy? And this is a concept I talked more about on my Easy Marketing Masterclass. And if you want a copy of that, let me know in the comments and I'll send you the link to the replay. So this is about finding your flow, doing marketing that works for you. Now, I've got various tools that I use. For example, Human Design's one of them, where we look at your human design type. And from there, I can help you to understand your marketing personality. But a really simple way to do this, and you can do it yourself, is just to ask yourself, does this feel light or does this feel heavy? So when I thought about, should I schedule my live? Should I be doing this live stream challenge at the same time every day? That to me was no, that feels very restrictive. And my son comes first. And if he's up early and he wants to do something early, that's what I'm going to do. So I thought, I don't want to schedule my challenge for a certain time, because he comes first, he's the priority. What he wants to do comes first, and I fit my work, this work that I'm doing for my business, fits around that. So the chances are I could probably do a morning slot, but I'm not going to tie myself in, because to me that feels restrictive. And I'm also a manifesting generator in human design. So I need to react and respond. And that's what gives me flow. That's what gives me that lightness. So if you're a manifesting generator, you probably can relate to this. So to me, that felt heavy and restrictive. Was when I thought, I'm going to do a 30-day challenge. I'm going to invite people to join. I'm going to do it when it suits me, because I know the right people will find me, regardless of when I show up. And even if it doesn't seem planned and structured, it's still going to work. That to me feels fun and light and joyous, and it's working. So just ask yourself those two questions. Does 30 days seem like a long time? Does it feel light or heavy? And let me know in the comments, whether you're here live, whether you're watching this on replay, if you can relate to this, if this resonates. And if you'd like to join me, I have got, I'm more than happy to have as many people here join me. So just let me know. and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye.